Before cities, before writing, before kings and elections, there were only sounds. No alphabets. No grammar. No dictionaries. Just breath, noise, and survival. Somewhere between 50,000 and 150,000 years ago, scientists are still debating the exact timeline. Early humans developed something that would change the future of the species forever. Language. Not just random cries. Not just instinctive shouts. Structured communication. And once it began, it never stopped evolving. Unlike tools or weapons, language leaves almost no fossil record. Words do not turn into stone. Sounds do not survive in caves. So how do we know it existed? Because our biology tells the story. Modern humans possess a descended larynx and a vocal tract capable of producing a wide range of sounds. Genetic research also points to changes in genes like FOXP2, which are linked to speech and language ability. By at least 50,000 years ago, humans were creating symbolic art, burying their dead, and forming complex social groups. Most researchers agree that such behaviors strongly suggest fully developed language. But what was the first language? No one knows. There is no recording, no written trace, no preserved script. It may have started with gestures. Some scientists believe early language was closely tied to hand movements before becoming primarily vocal. Others argue speech came first, driven by the need for coordination in hunting and cooperation. What we do know is this: language gave humans an evolutionary advantage. It allowed planning, teaching, storytelling, memory across generations. Instead of each generation starting from zero, knowledge could be passed forward. That changed everything. As human groups migrated across Africa and eventually out into Europe, Asia, Australia, and the Americas, their languages changed with them. Separated by geography, communities developed distinct sounds, structures, and vocabularies. Over thousands of years, entire language families formed. One of the largest today is the Indo-European family. It includes English, Spanish, Hindi, Russian, and many others. Linguists have traced these languages back to a reconstructed ancestor known as Proto-Indo-European, spoken roughly 4,000 to 6,000 years ago, though the exact homeland remains debated. Another major family is Sino-Tibetan, which includes Mandarin Chinese, now one of the most spoken languages in the world. Afro-Asiatic includes Arabic and Hebrew. Niger-Congo includes hundreds of African languages such as Swahili and Yoruba. Dravidian languages like Tamil have deep roots in South Asia. In total, linguists estimate that around 7,000 languages exist today. But language did not truly transform civilization until humans learned how to write. Around 3200 BCE in Mesopotamia, the Sumerians developed cuneiform, one of the earliest known writing systems. It began as marks pressed into clay tablets for record-keeping, trade, taxes, storage. In Egypt, hieroglyphics developed soon after. In China, early characters appeared by the late 2nd millennium BCE. Writing did something speech alone could not. It made language permanent. It allowed laws to be recorded, histories to be preserved, contracts to be enforced. Then came one of the most powerful inventions in communication, the alphabet. Around 1200 BCE, Phoenician traders developed a simplified writing system based on symbols representing sounds rather than whole words or ideas. This system influenced Greek, which later influenced Latin, the foundation of many modern European alphabets. Empires carried language across continents. Latin spread through the Roman Empire and later evolved into Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, and Romanian. Arabic expanded widely through trade networks and cultural influence across parts of Africa and Asia. Centuries later, European exploration and colonization carried languages like Spanish, Portuguese, French, and English to the Americas, Africa, and beyond. Language became not just communication but power. It shaped identity, education, religion, law. But language is fragile. Today, experts estimate that nearly half of the world's languages are at risk of disappearing within the next century. Some are spoken by only a few hundred people. When a language dies, unique cultural knowledge often disappears with its stories, traditions, and ways of seeing the world. At the same time, language continues to evolve. English has become a global lingua franca in business, science, and aviation, though it is not the most spoken native language. Mandarin Chinese has the largest number of native speakers. The internet has accelerated change. New words are created constantly. Slang spreads across continents overnight. Emojis have become a new layer of visual communication, not replacing language, but supplementing it. Artificial intelligence now translates between languages in real time. Speech recognition systems can convert voice into text instantly. For the first time in history, language barriers are shrinking at a technological level. And yet, the core remains the same. A human voice. A shared meaning. A desire to be understood. From the first uncertain sounds spoken around ancient fires, to digital messages sent across the planet in milliseconds, language is not just a tool. It is the foundation of cooperation. The carrier of memory. The structure of thought itself. Every law. Every election. Every story. Every promise. All built on words. We may never know the first sentence ever spoken. But we live inside its consequences, and as long as humans exist, language will continue to change, divide, unite, disappear, and be reborn. The story of language is not finished. It is being written and spoken right now.